with it!
It will be very useful.
Does this end kill Nazis?
Enthusiastically so.
I'm sure it will.
Everything that worked for Wolfenstein: The New Order is dialed up for round 2, with instantly likable heroes and bone-chilling villains giving emotional context to its bloody uprising against high-tech Nazis. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus has come to play.
Tomorrow we are gonna shoot Nazis until we run out of bullets. But tonight is for blast squibs.
It really is incredible how well this story works, considering how absurd it is. One moment it's ultra serious and delivering a sickening dose of venomous racism, abuse, and cold-blooded cruelty. And yet, the next moment it'll transition to scenes of laugh-out-loud comedy.
How I look?
Like a walrus.
And then it's back to BJ Blazkowicz dealing with his own mortality. Not that we needed another reason to want to overthrow an alternate reality Third Reich who won World War II, but it's hugely effective in getting the blood boiling. Wolfenstein 2 pulls this off without whiplash thanks to the strength of its characters, who are outstandingly written and acted.
The streets of New Orleans were alive with music.
Rousing scenes featuring BJ's internal monologue, Grace and her determined but sad eyes, and Super Special's crazy conspiracy theory rants and literal bathroom humor are all great and delivered with convincing confidence.
Sweet God in heaven, a working, mother-flushing toilet!
But it's the evil General Engel who steals the show with her absolutely gleeful sadism whenever she's on screen.
You think you're a hero?
She's far and away the most memorably terrifying game villain since Far Cry 3's Vaas. Flashbacks to BJ's relationship with his abusive father are also extremely unsettling. It's the kind of thing that makes a brutal hatchet melee kill feel justified. All of this goes to show that as long as you have characters who feel complex and human, you can get away with just about anything. Wolfenstein 2's roughly 14-hour campaign takes full advantage of that to execute a few wild twists and turns that made my jaw drop.
Streets are quiet, Horton. Nobody's... Wait. Yes, streets are quiet.
Gruesomely murdering Nazis is already extremely satisfying, but it's made even more so thanks to the fast and smooth first-person shooting action and the rewarding deaths you inflict on your enemies. You're encouraged to do some light stealth to thin out the herd and silently take down officers before they can summon reinforcements, but that's entirely optional. If you'd rather go in guns blazing, that works too. And like before, you earn upgrades just for scoring kills with things like headshots or flame damage, encouraging you to mix up your playstyle. Wolfenstein 2 makes the most of its somewhat standard-feeling weapons by letting you mix, match, and customize. Blasting away with a machine gun in each hand feels just as great as before, letting you sacrifice accuracy for doubled-up firepower and closer mid-range combat.
Yeah, baby!
Dual wielding is also handy if you want to be able to quickly fire a shotgun blast if you blow your cover and the silenced pistol won't get the job done on its own. My biggest annoyance is that without a late-game upgrade, you can't pause the action to switch weapons. That can be a clumsy process. Speaking of upgrades, each weapon has 3 potential enhancements like scopes, extra ammo capacity, and other things that change their behavior in ways more interesting than just bumping up the damage output. Upgrade kits are rare, so the choices you make feel important. BJ may be a buffed-out killing machine, but he's not a tank. You've got to keep moving and play cautiously to stay alive, grabbing health and ammo items where you can find them. Unlike the tedious button mashing to pick up every item in the New Order, you can grab things by running directly over them in the new Colossus. Because of BJ's fragility, I died quite a bit, often without knowing exactly what had killed me. I could have used a kill cam on a gloating enemy so I'd know exactly what to look out for next time. The one problem I constantly had in combat is that BJ's pretty picky about what he'll jump over. I got killed more often than I'd like because I got stuck trying to vault over stuff. Levels are almost all the kind of dreary setting you'd expect from Nazi-occupied America. The irradiated remains of New York, military facilities, and a New Orleans that's become a walled-in ghetto are all pretty gloomy. But they're dotted with details and readable bits about life in a fascist alternate reality that make exploration worthwhile. It's the non-combat areas in between that really distinguish themselves. Walking around a Nazi parade in Roswell, New Mexico and listening to SS officers chatting with Ku Klux Klansmen and finding common ground is eerie and chilling, and the detail is excellent.
Let me give you some free advice.
The same goes for the submarine that serves as a base for BJ's rebellion, which is packed with characters and incidental dialogue. Some of those characters don't look great though.
Might want to take a detour over there and get your hands on them bad boys.
Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus is a fantastic single-player shooter. But what really got me invested was the brilliantly written characters and the performances of its cast. BJ and his crew are full of spirit and personality, and General Engel is as memorable a nemesis as you're likely to find in games. Machine Games has once again turned the well-worn act of mowing down Nazis into something to get excited about. For more on Wolfenstein 2, check out the first minutes of gameplay and the graphic comparison.